Ever since I got this Ryobi expanded string trimmer, I've had a problem that up in this area here, if you get into the tall grass, and it will cut tall grass, it'll cut 3-foot tall grass, it gets wound up around here and then it starts wearing on this area right here, and it slows the unit down and you can hear it struggling and it just sucks the battery. So I've got to come up with something that's going to go around here and cover this. Now what I discovered was that first unit that you looked at was an actual 40 volt. This is one of the original 18 volt. So it's smoother right here. However, it still has this area right there that you can get stuff caught in. So I'm going to come up with something. Some kind of a guard that will go over and then come down to keep the grass out. Because with 18 volt you don't have unlimited power. So the first thing you have to do is you have to get this head apart. You've got a mark there and a mark there. You have to align them and then this comes right apart. Then you've got right there, you've got a cutout. You have to align that with a hole in that so you can stick something in it like that, and then you twist clockwise because it's reverse thread. You get that, you got your little collar. Now you got this, and what I had determined is with a caliper, it's 1.5 inches. So what I need is 1.5 inch hole saw. Milwaukee hole dozer, 1.5 inches. What I'm thinking is getting something, drilling a hole, setting it up on there, and hopefully that it'll come down on top of this so that hopefully it'll keep the grass out. Because nobody seems to be too concerned about it, or they've never made a video about it. They just tell you start at the top and work down. Well, with 3-foot tall grass that I've got, yes, I should have got at it earlier, but I didn't. It's not a good way to do it, starting at the top and working your way down in 6-inch increments. So I'm going to see if I can come up with something. Now what I've got is my hole saw on my drill, and I found this cover. It went on bouillon concentrate. It is about the right size. Depth is going to be close. So what I got to do, because you got a little center there, I just got to drill that hole, and we'll see how it comes out. I'll take this over on the bench and drill it. So in short order, I've got that cut. So if that goes on like that, and this goes on like that, and then put this on, if I can get it to start without there we go. I'm going to have to, I guess, get a hole through the side so that I can hold it, because it just wants to turn. Minor problems, we'll get it fixed. So now I've got my little hole cut, and we'll do it again. I should have seen that. Oh well. So then put this back on. I've just got to align the holes like that and tighten it down. Now that we've got it together, there is some resistance. As you can hear. So what's got to be done is I'm going to have to take a little bit of that sidewall off. Just a little bit. If you see right here, you got the ridges, and then there's a little bit of a ring. So I'm going to grind that ring off and see if I can get so that there's minimal scrubbing. So what I did was I ground this plastic wall down to 5/16. Probably if you had a CAD program and a printer, you could probably make a cover. I don't have that. So you got the 1.5 there. This wall is 5/16, and it's not really catching on anything. As you can see, you can spin that. So I think that'll probably work. Oh, I did forget to mention that the diameter of this is about 3 3/8, although that can change depending on which type of head you've got. But this may work. What I got to do now is take it out and actually test it. Put the whole thing back together and test it. Now I made a cap for the older style head that originally came on the 18 volt. And that, you can see, is 1/2 inch. So, actually just touch over 1/2 inch. Might be 7 or... No, it's 1/2 inch. Can't read. So, that's a little bit looser, but I took it out into some old dead grass and it seemed to work pretty good. I'll have to try it when we get some tall green stuff. But I think both of these caps are going to work on the old and the new style heads to stop the grass wrap around the shaft. Now it'll still wrap up around here, but you can't do anything about that. But you can right there on that thing. Now for the first test, this is as it came from the factory without my anti-wrap collar. Listen real close and you'll hear it slow down under load. You hear it slow down? That's because of this. It's wrapping around the head. Now let's try it with my anti-wrap collar. Now it took barely a minute to put that collar on. You see it's loose. So we'll go at it again. Alright, there you go. No grass around the top at all. So it's working very well, and it's increased the capacity to cut grass probably by over 100%, because I'm not being easy on it. I'm just wadding right into that grass. And you can make your own if you can find the right jar, or if somebody would make a 3D print one.